What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. As you heard, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and we do a video every day of the week here. Tuesdays is dedicated to a show where I tell you bullet points as to why I like or love a particular title when it hits the table. But we do a video every day of the week, and this is a for fun channel. No backers, no sponsors, no monetization. If you support that idea, that concept, then please show up by hitting subscribe. Now, as far as today goes, chickies, I'm telling you, I swear I can get away with it. So why don't you join me down the table and I'll tell you what it is that I love whenever Scooby-Doo Betrayal at Mystery Mansion hits the table. Oh, I have to admit, I grew up with Scooby-Doo firsthand. Scooby-Doo, I believe, started dropping episodes in 68, maybe 69. I was born in 69, so me and Scoob, we kind of grew up together a little bit. And I've been with him and the gang pretty much every step of the way for most of my life so far. And I do have a great love and respect, especially for the earlier stuff. But Scoob and Shag and the gang, they're all right with me. Now, I'm also a big fan of Betrayal. The Betrayal games have been entertaining me and my friends for years now. Of course, we started with the second edition, Betrayal. I never was lucky enough to have discovered the game earlier than that. But I fell in love with the game, and so did many of my friends. And we played the hell out of the game a lot. And then they came out with the sequel, the expansion, as well as coming out with a Dungeons & Dragons themed version of Baldur's Gate. And all of these have been so well loved. And then to find out that they did a Scooby-Doo version? Come on. Everybody has known for years that this is a match made in heaven. Oh, that's not just me blowing smoke around. No, it's true. There has been fanfic versions of a Scooby-Doo Betrayal game for pretty much the existence of Betrayal. For years now, there have been homemade, fan-made versions of the Scooby Gang, the Mystery Gang, as playable characters for the Betrayal game. So after years, I guess it finally worked out for licenses to come together, and then an official Scooby-Doo Betrayal game came out. And I have been so absolutely happy with that. This system, it just works. Everyone has been right for years. Betrayal has been begging for Mystery Inc. Now, they have streamlined the rules down a little bit for this edition, and I don't have a problem with that, because they specifically have aimed this for a slightly younger audience, and the Betrayal games have traditionally had allowable to play. So this does a good job of it. It does streamline things down a bit, makes things a little bit easier. And also, on a side note here, most of the Betrayal games are just that. They're hardcore betrayals. Somebody in your party. And you won't know, even they won't know who they are until a certain event in the game. But somebody is actively betraying you. This, it's still the same, but a little bit different. What I like is they're not really betraying you. So let's say the person playing Freddy turns out to be the betrayer. Well, it's one of those, I'm not really Freddy moments. So Freddy or Daphne or Velma or Shaggy or Scoob, they're never really the bad guys. And I mean, come on, how could they be? How could Shaggy be a bad guy? It would break our hearts collectively now, wouldn't it? So the fact that they went in this direction to do it like that, I think more than worked. and is definitely a reason I love this game. Now, something else that's new in this is they introduced these mystery cards. There are several of them in the game, and what they are really are episodes. They will dictate a little bit how the adventure will go, the story will play out, and they are based on the classic Scooby-Doo episodes. And I love that even more because the haunts, the betrayals, are also steeped heavily in the episodes themselves. So the flavor, the thematic flavor for this is so immensive. I mean, jinkies, it's immensive. Overall, there's so many reasons to love this game. Even if for some odd reason you don't know Scooby and the gang, or you're not a big fan, this still has such a great betrayal feel to it. But if you are, if you do happen to like Scooby and the gang, and you're a fan of the betrayal, this marriage is made for people like you and me. So give it a try when you get a chance. Scooby-Doo Betrayal at Mystery Mansion.